Hello, my name's Caroline Dickens and I'm one of the feed advisors for Baylis Horse Feeds. I've been with Baylis for 20 years and I have seen so much change in this industry, it's unbelievable. I spend a lot of time out and about with people, whether they're professional, vets, colleges, yards, talking to people on how to feed their horses. And I'm going to talk to you now about how to feed an ulcer horse. There is so much confusion on how to feed an ulcer horse at the moment. Most of our ulcer horses tend to start to back off their feed quite a lot. So I have a good saying, it's no foot, no horse, no fibre, no horse. I have got to find fibre from somewhere else to make sure that horse's system is working quite well. Baylis have been clever enough to put together a product called Baylis Ease and Excel. There it is, can you see it there? It has everything in it. It has the alfalfa already. It has beet already, so you don't need to add anything else to it at all. It has in it our high oil outshine. And if you imagine when you're feeding outshine, which is a very energy dense product suitable for an ulcer horse, for every 2 mugs you feed of it, which gives you 4 mugs back again. So it's very, very energy dense. It's already in there. It doesn't have any cereal in it at all, but it does have in it the biggest hit of Yakult you have ever seen. It's got a probiotic that's going to put new flora into the gut. It's got a prebiotic that's going to feed that good flora. And it's got a yeast that gets the food particle and the bacteria and marries it together. It's got the biggest hit of Rennies you have ever seen. Of course it's not Rennies. It's calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate. That'll settle your gut down. And it's also got in it Protexin acides, or a bespoke Protexin acides, I should say, from Protexin. Now that's got in it something called a demulsifier, and that will line the stomach of the horse so that any acid splashback is minimalised. It also has in it a beta-glucan, and that's a gel-like substance that also does the same thing, and it will slow the rate of passage through the horse's stomach and small intestine. A stub scoop weighs quite light. It weighs 1.25 kilos. So 2 scoops of a conditioning cube, you'll have to feed 3 scoops of Ease and Excel. But you've got your alpha and beet there already. So it's a really good idea just to feed the one product. As with all Baylis feeds, we are completely balanced. You do not need to add a balancer to it or anything else unless you feed less than we recommend. One of the things that we do want you to do though, if your horse is very ulcerated, is as you tack up to line the stomach, we would suggest that a stub scoop like this one here of Baylis Alpha Blend or Baylis Alpha Plus Oil, just to line the stomach as close as you're tacking up, and that will actually stop any acid splashback if they're being really bad. Have a little look. If you want to go and have a sample, please phone Baylis on 01371 850 247, extension 1, and they'll be happy enough to send you a sample out. So let's now talk about the horse who's got ulcers, who's a good doer. Where the devil do you go with that? Baylis have been clever enough now to produce the only balancer on the market that is for ulcers, and this is called number 19 Performance Balancer. Again, fed from the mug, which weighs 225 grams. This has got a starch level of 6%, which is the lowest balancer on the market. So it's more than suitable for animals who need to have a balanced diet, who are working quite hard, or even not working that hard. It still will stand up as an ulcer-based balancer. What should you add to that? Don't forget that a kilo of an alfalfa chaff like Baylis Alpha Blend, or any of the other alphas really, is half a kilo. If it's a good doer, that's only half a kilo, 1.1 pound to us that are older. It isn't very much. You can still line the stomach just before you actually ride them. A stub scoop of something like a speedy beet, 1 kilo, dry matter, 5 parts water, swells to 3/4 of a B&Q bucket type size, like this, and over there, can you see it there? And if you wanted to add fibre beet, you could do that as well, but I think alfalfa would be much better. I would suggest having a good look and a good read of the back of the bags for all of these products. Follow the recommendations that we suggest. They're there for a good reason. We are balancing our horse feeds up so that your horse has repair and rebuild, good health, can grow if it's a baby type product. It's not just there because we feel like it. It's there because it's what we recommend that your animal needs to actually perform as well as it can and to grow as well as it can. Bye-bye.